As we age, one aspect of our physical health that can diminish is our ability to balance, and as a result, falls are a leading cause of injury among older adults. Here to help us better understand the risks of falling and how to prevent falls is Agent Hillary Ayers. Hillary, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
Hillary, tell us a little bit about what fall-related injuries are, how they happen, who's susceptible.
Right. So unfortunately, a lot of falls do happen in the home, and once you fall once, your chance of falling doubles. However, there is good news that falls can be prevented.
And who is most susceptible? Who do we need to be concerned about falling?
So our older adults are more at risk of falling, and so it's really important that as an older adult, you see your healthcare provider. One, to make sure, are there exercises that you need to be doing, right? As we age, a lot of times we lose those muscles in not only our legs, but our core, that abdomen area. And then we want to be sure that, is our medication affecting us? Certain medications can make you dizzy. So we want to make sure, are you on the right medication? If not, maybe it needs to be, changed a little bit with those dosages. You also want to make sure that you're getting your vision checked, right? Our vision can lead, if it's impaired, it can also make us dizzy, and then that leads to falling, as well as our hearing. So with hearing loss, it's really important that older adults get that checked, because the inner ear is what helps with our balance. It controls the balance in our body. So also making sure that you're getting your hearing checked at least once a year. And then of course, staying hydrated is also really important. If you're dehydrated, your body's gonna start to move slower, you're gonna start getting headaches, and you also might become dizzy, which will lead to those falls.
That is so interesting. I would not have thought that hydration, hearing, and sight are key parts of determining whether you're still going to have healthy balance. I think it's always just about your muscles and your strength. Well, let's talk about some of the ways that we can ensure that our loved ones are not susceptible to falling. What are some of your tips?
Right. So, of course, in addition to seeing your healthcare provider, you want to make sure that things that are around your home are safe, right? Things that are not going to make you fall. So I have some examples up here. Okay. So one thing you want to be sure of is that you have non-slip mats. So you want to be sure that whatever, rugs or mats in your shower, that they're non-slip. So either have that non-slip rubber bottom, or there are mats that you can actually attach so that they aren't moving, right? So you want to be sure nothing's moving around, you're not going to trip over it.
Okay.
You also want to be sure that you're wearing the proper shoes. So I know slippers are very comfortable, but a lot of times on the bottoms of those slippers, there's no traction. So you want to be sure that any shoe you're wearing is a rubber sole and has that traction so you're not going to fall. So very important not to also wear socks when you're walking around your home. Again, very comfortable.
Guilty.
I know, right? Me too. If you are going to wear socks, they do make those socks that have the rubber.
The grippy.
Yes, that grip. So, just be mindful of that. Of course, have a water bottle handy. You want to stay hydrated again. If you're feeling thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So being sure that you're continuing to take sips throughout the day. Some other tips are, if you do have cords or anything around your house, make sure that they're wrapped, they're bundled together so that the cord isn't just out and making it easy for you to trip over. You can even at night, especially, have a small flashlight on your nightstand. So if you're going to get up, use that flashlight so that you can see better, right? And then of course, that's where the night lights come into play. Be sure you have little night lights around, in each room, so that way if you are getting up, you don't have a flashlight, you're able to see, especially the ground. And then another really important thing that we don't think about is reaching up to grab things off of shelves. So
that's where this comes in.
That's
where
we've
been having fun with this.
Yes, that's where that fun tool comes in, right? So instead of, trying to reach on your tippy toes to grab something and possibly losing your balance, you can easily grip things that are either even below or high up on the shelf.
These are fabulous. I was telling you, Hillary, my mother is blessed. She's 97 years old and still with us. I think she has one of these by every chair.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. And even like you just showed us, even if it's on level with where you are, you can still grip things. So even if you feel like you have to stretch, you don't necessarily have to if you have that tool. So just some really quick tips and easy things that you can look for around your home to make sure it's fall safe.
All right, Hillary, thank you so much for joining us and sharing all these great tips. A lot of things that you mentioned, I don't know if some of us would have thought about. So Very helpful advice.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, hopefully you found that as helpful as well, and will maybe be able to apply some of these tips to your home or the home of a loved one who may be at risk for falling.